Hi, everyone. This is Mark Dickinson, and I wanted to do a review of the secrets of the SEO Traffic Masters course because I know a lot of people on my list are interested in both SEO and YouTube. So I went through this course. It took me a while because there's a ton of content here. So for those that are new and don't know me, because I'm putting this on my blog, this is me right here with Becky the Doberman, which is a dog I care for on a pretty regular basis. And so I thought I'd throw my mugshot in here, just to land a face to the voice, so to speak. So let's get started. So in Module 1, Lewis interviews John Limbacher, who has been who did a course at Pepperdine on SEO, and he also speaks at events like Glazer Kennedy, which is Dan Kennedy's company, and Dan Kennedy is one of the best marketers in the world if you've never heard of him. So that's what I like about this course. It isn't the usual, $7 Warrior Forum experts. These are experts in this course that speak at prestigious events like Dory Friends Rockstars, which is her Rockstars event, which is like the elite of the elite in terms of SEO. So, Module 1, John Limbacher talks about giving Google exactly what it wants to get to the top of Google and stay there without getting slapped. And he came up with these strategies back in 2011 when a bunch of sites were getting slapped, because what happened back then, Google had these logarithm updates because people were gaming the system and spammy sites were getting to the top of Google. I'm sure you've seen them, those thin one-page sniper sites. And so Google did a wipeout of that because it wasn't giving the user a good experience. They want quality websites up there. And uh, so this guy's really ahead of the game. And he talks about his cloud cover strategy for keeping your link building safe and effective, because really all it takes is one bad link from a bad link neighborhood to send your site off of page one and into the abyss, so to speak. Also in Module 1, he talks about little known software. Well, at least I've never heard of it. It's hard to keep up with all these softwares that come out pretty much every day. But he talks about a little known software that will help your content go viral. And so that's huge, because if your content goes viral, you don't need to do a bunch of promotion to it. So that covers your traffic there. And he also talks about why you should always place a video on your webpage. And I sent an email about this yesterday. One of the first of all, user signals are really big ranking factors in SEO right now. So one of the signals is how long somebody stays on your site. Because if somebody clicks on your site, and they click on your site because they see the title of your webpage in the search engine results, they click on your site and then they get out of Dodge, so to speak, very quickly. That tells Google that your website does not have good content, nor does it match up to what the title of your page is saying, right? Because if the title of your page correspond with good content, in other words, it wasn't bait and switch, people are going to stay on your webpage for a lot longer. Okay. And when people stay on your webpage for a longer period of time, that tells Google that, hey, this is good content. It matches up with what the title in the search engine says the webpage is all about. Okay. And Google's going to reward that. So by placing a video on your webpage, and it can be one of your videos, you can make a slideshow presentation like I'm doing right now about the content on your webpage, because what that will do is some people like to learn visually, okay, as opposed to read an article. So you can do that, and that won't take long because you already wrote the content down. So you would basically just summarize the content in a PowerPoint presentation like this, or if you're lazy, you can use somebody else's video and just embed it on there as long as the topic's on point and coincides with what you say. Okay. So Module 2 is a YouTube module. And in addition, there's more YouTube information in there's also 3 bonus modules, which I'll talk about at the end. One of them's about how to rank a video in 20 minutes. And that module works because I've actually, in the past couple of days or in the past week, I've used a similar strategy to rank my videos for a couple of internet marketing launches. So, and I'll get to that in a minute. So one of the cool things, and I'll share with you one of the tips he talks about, is he shows you how to use YouTube live streaming for instant rankings. And what you do is, and the cool part about this is, you set this up, and this will tell you if you're going to rank quickly or not without having to make a video. So, and the reason why it works is because Google and YouTube love live, fresh content. So by using their YouTube live streaming feature, you can set a live event, so to speak, which all that is a video you're going to be uploading. You can set it up for your specific keyword, and then you can look and see. So you can set up for like 2 days from now. So you set up a live streaming event, put in your title, fill out all the stuff so that Google and YouTube will know what your video or event, as they call it, is about. Then you look at and see if they rank the video, or if that content's being ranked. Again, you don't have a video up, but you'll see if you are being represented on the first page of Google for that particular keyword. If you are, then you go ahead and just make a video and you upload it, and there's your video. So, and if you're not, well, then you don't need to waste time with that video at this point. Okay, so it's a real cool way to you're going to save yourself a lot of time by doing the strategy. He goes more in depth about it in the module, but I want to give you a little bit of sneak peek what's in there and a little strategy you can use. He also talks about the keyword search sweet spot you should always be aiming for. You know, back when I was doing a ton of YouTube and SEO, that was probably my number one question. When I go to the Google keyword tool or keyword planner, what range should I be searching for in terms of search volume? Okay. He talks about an inexpensive place to outsource the whiteboard animation videos because those are really popular right now. But you don't have to do that. He also does a lot of videos like I'm doing now. I think these PowerPoint videos are a really good way to go, especially if you're doing, affiliate marketing. You can review the products. It's a really good way to do things. And he talks about a really cool way to use YouTube to find high traffic keywords that nobody else is using, because these keywords, for the most part, aren't going to show up in the Google keyword tool. So when everybody's using the Google keyword tool to find keywords, well, that's going to create a bunch of competition because everybody's doing their keyword research the same way. So this is kind of a way to zig or zag where other people are zigging, however you want to say it. Okay. Module 3, Scientific SEO. This is by a fellow named Kyle Huff. He owns his own SEO company in Phoenix, Arizona, and this is all about scientific SEO, and he talks about how on-page SEO carries a lot more weight than it used to, and get your on-page SEO wrong, what you do off-page, like the link building and all that, won't matter. And the reason why he calls it scientific SEO is because he tested all these variables using the scientific method, meaning he's isolating one variable to see what the impact had, instead of just throwing a bunch of stuff at the wall at the same time and saying, oh, this worked and this didn't. And then I'm getting to the end of my recording limit. He talks about his URL structure for ranking your money pages, how often you should update your blog, and also the word count. And he said anything once you hit about 1,200 words, your returns are diminishing. So there's bonus modules here I'll talk about